Would you want to date a Japanese girl? Maybe you picture them as perfect girlfriends from anime and movies. Sweet, shy, understanding, almost too perfect. But if you watch my previous video, you already know the trap. Because even if you think you finally won it over, dating with a Japanese girl comes with the rules you probably never think about. Let's see if you can handle it. First, there's something you don't generally get in Western dating culture. The confession ritual. Until you probably say I like you, please be with me, and she clearly says yes, you're not officially dating. You can hold another one's hands, get intimate, even do things that clearly go beyond friendship. Doesn't matter. Neither has any claim over the other. But once the relationship is official, everything flips. Your loyalty becomes part of your social identity. Cheating costs you for more than in most Western societies. And now here's where it gets confusing. You think exclusive means you can finally do whatever you want? You're wrong. In most public places, physical affection is still heavily restrained. On the street, on the train, even at home when older relatives are around. Holding hands is fine, but put your arm around her, not even that common. This is not uniquely to Japan. A lot of Asian societies work the same way. And honestly, big city 20-somethings loosen up a little. And when you start your first dating, there's another weird things you notice. You spend a lot of it performing 300 push-ups in one go, your wild social circle, and she eats it up. Wow, you're amazing. I'm so impressed. But watch closely, she almost never tells you what she actually thinks about. Give her a gift, she will say, I love this. I've been looking for this forever. Sounds sincere, right? Except she says the same stuff to the guys she can't stand. Then there's eating out, especially in your early relationship. Picking a restaurant can get surprisingly complicated. Take her to a ramen shop, she'll think you don't care about the state. But take her to somewhere too expensive, she might feel pressured and owe you. And before the date, you're expected to shave and skip the shorts. Otherwise, you can be read as you didn't put in enough effort to this date, or even you lack self-discipline. Don't take this lightly. Grooming has ranked near the top of women's dating preferences for years. Sometimes it even matters more than how handsome you are. And here's another thing maybe some people don't like. You can't demand instant text back. 10 minutes back counts as fast. 2 or 3 days it's still normal. And once the date ends, you don't get asked where she's headed next. You definitely don't follow her there. You think it's personal boundary, they think it's just don't be a bother to people. For a lot of Japanese women, constant checking in can become exhausting very quickly. What are you doing now? First in the morning, then again in the afternoon, and again in the evening. Yeah, honestly, it's not uniquely to Japan. In almost every society, excessive cleanliness signals low value. And if you are naturally clingy, don't feel too bad about it. It's called May Garden in psychology. Falling in love with someone actually makes people behave that way. After the date, she'll expect a text that night. Something like, had a great time, can't wait to see you again. And she may send you the same line back. But don't misunderstand, that's not romance. It's just a baseline. Don't assume that means she's excited until she gives you something concrete. A time, a place, something specific for the next date. If not, looking forward to see you again just means I don't want to embarrass you. So please take the hint and don't ask me out again. Well, frankly speaking, don't worry about that too much. Once she actually says yes to you, most of the rules loosen up. But after hearing all this, there's a question you're probably asking. If dating is this complicated, how do Japanese men even survive it? The answer is more and more of them don't. Japan's lifetime long marriage rate, the share of people who reach age 50 without ever marrying, has risen from under 5% in 1970s to close to 30% in recent years. You know how I'm actually responding? Pretty much 3 ways. The first is the overboard men. They're interested in dating, they're interested in women. If you're not playing this game, none of these rules apply to you. The second is emotional outsourcing. House clubs serve the female market. Rental girlfriends, idols, and virtual girlfriends serve the male market. Everyone plays in their own lane. And if you still want a real date, okay, there are many dating apps like Tapo and OmiI for you. Age, height, education, income, even the details of the first date. Dinner first or movie first, who pays? You can lay all of that out before you guys even meet. The goal is simple. Remove the guessing. Replace the uncertainty of natural courtship with clear rules. Everything is on the table. But then again, is dating really supposed to be that hard? Yeah, the answer is yes and no. If someone genuinely likes you, all the rules are gone. Japanese, American, European, African, whoever. A woman who doesn't like you will tell you she wants a tall guy, a handsome guy, a wealthy guy with good fashion sense. But you know what if she really likes you? Same facts, completely different story. Short becomes good things come in small packages. Now handsome becomes I care about the substance, not looks. Pro becomes you got potential. Sloppy dressing becomes you got your own style. This is not feelings talking. There's a real theory behind it. Psychologists call it caustic signaling. All these rules are a filter built to weed out who's actually wanting to pay a price for you. And the person who's more into the relationship, they quietly stop enforcing the rules. They start giving the other person the benefit of the doubt, just like love makes you blind. And if we strip it down to the root, every dating rule is basically a loyalty test. Just like I don't actually like you, but I'm still with you. Surely I want someone obedient. But if you are the one I actually want, I am the obedient one. And it works the same for men and women. You know what is a darker conclusion that most people won't say out loud? If you're powerful enough, with enough money, status, influence, and social connections, none of these rules apply to you because you're not playing the game anymore. You are the one writing it. This is not just a vibe either. Back in 1989, a guy named David Buss ran a study across different cultures, defining it up almost everywhere. Women constantly rate resources, gathering ability, and ambition higher than men rate the same trait in women. And again, this is not who's morally better. There's a biological reason underneath it. Pregnancy and nursing eat into a woman's ability to forage and defend herself. That raises the cost of reproduction for females way higher than for males. So females get picker, they lean forward mates who actually hold resources. Same logic with age. It's basically the one signal that tells a man how much a woman's reproductive potential is left. No guesswork needed. I know it sounds harsh, but it's a biological incentive. Age, beauty, money, social resources, these are hard currency almost everywhere. If someone tells you they love you unconditionally, even though you offer none of that, then trust me, they're probably professional liars. Well, that's it. No society actually runs on pure individual choice. Even a Japanese girl who genuinely likes you, she still cares how you behave in front of her friends, still worries about how to explain you to her family. Zoom out globally, it gets more obvious. In parts of the Middle East and Africa, winning over a father can matter more than winning her over. In parts of India, different religion or different caste ends it. Doesn't matter how in love you two are. And even the so-called individualist Western society, they also have stories like Romeo and Juliet, Wallace Simpson and Edward VIII. So there's an honest question. If you met Owen Wallace Simpson tomorrow, would you really have the guts Edward VIII had? Alright, that's it for today. If you also like digging to the root, hit follow. We'll dig it deeper next time.